Hi, I'm Life Coach Landry, and the topic is keys to understanding men. So the myth that men are, unfeeling, creates damage in relationships, right? So there's been a lot of studies where men's feelings have been dismissed or that they don't feel stuff, and this is mainly for women to listen to about, understanding men. I've already made a segment on keys to understanding women. So men, if you're listening to this and you were looking for information on that, go to that video. But just because men aren't adept to expressing their feelings, don't for a minute think that they don't feel and they don't feel deeply. Many times men express their feelings using kind of more of a secret code that even, they sometimes have to decipher themselves. Men may convert one feeling into another, okay? This is the first key. Men may convert stereotypical feminine feelings such as sadness or vulnerabilities into feelings like anger or pride, okay? So for women, when you cry or you're upset, that's feminine energy. For men, anger is masculine energy, okay? I remember a client that came to see me in distress because they had recently learned that their daughter had been assaulted by their boyfriend, and a major conflict arose because the guy was threatening to kill the boyfriend or, the husband, the partner. And that was upsetting to the wife and daughter tremendously. They worried he might actually seek revenge and end up in jail. There would be a consequence for his masculine energy. So with some work, they were able to, help him express his true feelings. And guess what? He cried, saying that he felt responsible for what had happened, as though he should have been able to protect his daughter. Remember, men's masculine energy is protection, mission, focus, right? Women's is connecting, being open, sharing, communicating. Okay, two different types of energy. So the next key is men may shift their feelings into another arena. Men may express emotions only to places where they feel safe and where the expression of feelings, are considered acceptable. Just look at how men act in sports events. It's not uncommon to see them express great exuberance and affection, giving each other hugs and high fives. Football and hockey players, thought as some of the most macho men around, appear quite comfortable expressing their feelings with each other during a game. Have you noticed that? Where else would you see men slapping each other playfully on the butt? But these same men, in another context, you probably wouldn't see them at the same level of openness and comfort. So understand that men do have them, but sometimes they exist in a certain arena only. Okay. Key number 3, men may experience their feelings through physical complaints. It's uncommon to see men experience their feelings through things such as headaches, backaches. You may know of a man who gets headaches only on weekends or becomes sick during vacations. Why does this happen? Because as long as men are working, they can cut off their feelings. Without the structure of work, however, their feelings and their needs surface, and it may be expressed through physical symptoms. So learn to understand that about men. Another one, another key here, number 4, is going to be many men, are in a double bind, okay, when it comes to expressing their emotions, okay? And what it means is, although men may not always know what they're feeling, there's one thing they're sure about, that they're convinced that there's a major double bind. Society encourages men to express their feelings, but when they do, their partners often are petrified or horrified. Women, they may believe that, they want their partner to show their feelings, but only certain feelings, okay? So for men, it's actually, if you are listening to this, men, it's actually better that you don't express everything. Express what's needed. Stay focused on what's needed if you're listening to this. And women, don't ask men to divulge their souls to you, because if you listen to my other videos, no one needs to do that. Okay, so get over that. You don't need to know everything about a man. You need to know what actually contributes and helps your relationship only. Okay, because it tells men that the right to be weary of women who implore them to show their true feelings. Men who deviate from traditional masculinity norm by being emotionally expressive and talking about their fears often are judged as being poorly adjusted. Okay, men's feelings may take everyone off guard. Okay, this is key number 5. And part of the problem for some men may be that they have silenced their feelings for so long that they haven't developed a resource for handling them when they do arise, such as unplanned, unexpected emotion that can often prove overwhelming. What many people don't know is that typically when a breakup happens after a long relationship, women can actually move on easier than men. And the reason it is because women practice emotion, most women, their entire life. They're constantly looking for a mate, getting hurt by somebody, and then doing it again. Men often aren't getting themselves completely committed unless they are totally sure of it. which in some ways makes men smarter about love, but they also suffer more that when the breakup happens. Not in every case. It also depends on the situation, but the whole point of this topic on this key segment is that men can hurt often more than you realize. And that's the way it is. Okay, so you can like I said, you can be one of those people that fights things, or you can simply understand it. My own observation has been that many men experience intense emotions, but lacking the training and support to make sense of those feelings. But there are a lot of men out there that are completely smart, and they know exactly what they're feeling and why they're feeling it. They've just decided to make an masculine approach towards it. So, they're not, it's not like they're left with a few options, but to bury them deeper, it's only when men are taken off guard, such as, when someone goes to an animal shelter, all of a sudden they start feeling sad for all the animals. A man might go, why am I starting to feel this way? But their feelings are free to surface. So these are some keys into kind of insights, the way men handle things and how they do it. So no men are not unfeeling. Rather, many men are trapped in the confines of a socialization process that tells them that it's unmanly to cry, it's unmanly to hurt, or express, there are other emotions we all experience as a result of living fully as human beings. But, take it for what it is. Understand that men do have different layers, but like women, they're not very complicated either. And women aren't complicated. Men aren't complicated. Humans are not really complicated. Like I said, 80% of what humans do is subconsciously controlled. It's primitive. So once you know what those things are, it's not hard to lock into it. You just got to invest some time. So I hope that helps some of the women understand some of the ways men process things. And I hope it kind of broadens your perspective a little bit. So if you'd like to book a personal session, contact me at the email below. And if you found this information of value, show your appreciation by clicking the PayPal donation link below. And I will talk to you soon.